I think I'm starting to understand why so many people ride cruiser motorcycles. Let's check out this Indian Scout. The first point of which is a sound that I am not accustomed to, but is beautiful. The chop. This thing seriously shakes your soul. A lot of that is thanks to the Tab Performance exhaust that it has, but nonetheless, this thing is insanely loud. And don't worry, you're gonna hear a whole lot more about how this bike sounds when we take it on a ride, but for now I wanna talk about what even is the Indian Scout. And because it's my first cruiser bike, I thought I might as well educate myself a little bit more because I've never had these, I've never been interested in these really, but I wanted to get to know what I was gonna be riding. For us Americans, this bike has a 69 cubic inch V-twin, making about 100 horsepower. For everywhere else in the world, it's an 1133cc. And the Indian does tip the scales at a whole lot more than I want it to, and you can feel it's pretty darn heavy. Because Indian wasn't trying to make a featherweight. They wanted to make something that was comfortable. And the design is pretty timeless. There's just something about, for me, a big gloss black cruiser with the big old motor right there in the middle for eye candy, little bits of chrome, and the big pipes. It's a loud, it's a fast, it's a fun machine that is honestly a whole lot more comfortable than I thought it was gonna be. And of all the things that I learned about the Indian brand, I learned that it's actually older than Harley Davidson. Indian's been around since 1901, and while they've had quite the history of going in and out of business a handful of times, Polaris got their hands on the brand in 2011, and they have been making Indians ever since. So without further ado, we're gonna hop on this thing, we're gonna take it for a ride, and I'm gonna actually tell you how I think, because this is a whole new thing for me. We are cruising along on the 2018 Indian Scout. This one has the 1133cc 100 horsepower V-twin, and honestly here, this is totally new for me. This is totally new wheelhouse, so you're gonna kind of get to experience this kind of bike with me for the first time, and we'll see how I feel about being on a cruiser. It is kind of weird to feel like I can just like sit back and relax. I got like my feet put up and I'm just kind of cruising, you know? I don't know if this is a normal thing for cruiser bikes, but I have noticed that like balancing this thing at really low speeds is actually really easy to do. That actually surprised me for how much it weighed and just the fact that I'm not used to how these are shaped. But low speed maneuvers I've actually found to be really, really easy on this bike. I know I'm not, but I feel like I have these huge like ape hanger handlebars because I've never been on a bike that's just set up like this. It feels so odd in the position compared to what I'm used to. My feet are forward. I'm used to my feet being like straight down or behind me. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of weird right now for me. You know, coming from just like mostly riding sport bikes, with as off as it feels and as different as it feels, I think I'm starting to get an idea of why so many people actually ride cruiser bikes. Because it's definitely a lot more friendly. I don't hate it though. I mean, it is comfortable, I'll give it that. This bike does have a few logistical things that I find pretty practical. I love the gauge setup on this, just because of how simple it is. You have your speed right around the outside ring, and then you also have a gear indicator. Not that I really use a gear indicator much anyways, but it is nice, I guess, to know what gear you're in. So that's all displayed right front and center, really easy to see. It does actually have a decent amount of torque down low, which is kind of what I'm used to with the Ducatis. The V-twin of this versus the L-twin of the Ducatis, at least most Ducatis, they actually put down torque really well, really low down. So that feeling is oddly familiar. I can like stand all the way up. The seat height on this is like, I don't know, 20 something inches. So super low to the ground. And in that way, I guess it's very approachable. But when I kick it into a higher gear, like I'm in 5th right now, it's not annoyingly loud. It's just like when I downshift or when I am really getting on the gas, that thing really wakes up. The Scout's been around for forever. It was like, I think, one of India's first models that they ever made, way back when. Yeah, I feel so laid back just being able to sit, like even just like sitting here at a stoplight. It's like I got one foot on the ground, I got my feet up, I'm like leaned back. So much more comfortable just to sit in a light than like on a sport bike. Or I can just like sit and relax. It actually feels pretty nice. We made it back from the ride, and what a bike, the Indian Scout. We also have a whole lot more coming soon too. We have this Ducati 1098 as well as a few other bikes back in the shop. So make sure to subscribe and follow along to see what we got going on. Until next time, cheers.